Chris, thank you for taking the time. What are you hoping to get out of the couple of days with the CEO conference?
Meeting old colleagues and new colleagues and listening to people's views on the industry and the economy at large. I think we come to these events to learn from other people, and I think we do. The world is a place of various markets, various experiences, and our companies have the same dynamics. So it's that's what we're here for, really. It's a pretty well and tried, tested formula.
So in your panel session, you talked about how entrepreneurialism can be encouraged and fostered in larger companies and how difficult that is for those larger companies. Do you want to just sort of outline how you think you can maintain the entrepreneurial spirit as companies grow larger?
It's a subject I'm passionate about. It's a subject that I know all companies in different ways address the issue of wanting to be seen by our clients, and in particular our millennium generation, to have those qualities that set us on the road originally. How do you achieve it? I said it comes from the top. It's the tone that is set. It's this wish to be an externally focused business and not an internally driven business. They're very different dynamics, and they both have their place, but in proportion. So being able to give people the excitement of growth without them feeling stifled by process, structure, bureaucracy is just what you're trying to do. And it's a journey. There's no panacea, but all the time you're trying, you're going to do a lot better than if you don't try.
So what are some of the other global issues that you feel are facing the industry, and in terms of leadership and how it can respond to those?
A challenge in the global environment that we work is clearly, just from the definition of what it says, it's global. How do you connect it? How do you leverage that connection? The reality is probably everybody at this conference, 80-90% of their revenue comes from the regions of which they work. They're the engine rooms of all our companies. But there's a 10% to 20% that comes through the connectivity, the sharing of knowledge, the projects that you win because you've got people in more than one place, and they're the challenges. But it needs to be kept in context as what drives businesses, and then we just have the challenge. Just as we tend to talk about things looking outwards, what we're going to do there, where we're going to expand, what we're going to do on a global platform. But don't forget the global platform's coming our way as well. So people in China, people in America, people in various parts of Asia are having the same conversation in reverse. So let's think it's only about us going out to the world. The world's coming to us as well.
Obviously, we're now a year into the after the merger between WSP and Parsons Brinckerhoff. What's going to be the next thing for WSP PB in the next year? What's the company looking to?
It's looking to make great strides on the integration of the two businesses. When you put two businesses together of these numbers of people, tens of thousands of people, the integration is a big job, and a job that, as I mentioned earlier, if you get it right, there's a huge prize. If you get it wrong, there's not a huge prize. There's quite a burden, and therefore what I see for the next year, management in WSP has a real task and a journey to continue to integrate the businesses. Integration takes a long time. It never finishes, and we're in the heart of it at the moment, and it's very exciting. It's very compelling. The strategic rationale gives you all of the direction you need, but then you've got to get the people together, and that takes time. So That's a journey for the next year, apart from all the other things we'll be doing.
Mm.